One of the first few losses we've had at the practice this week. We went 6-2 in total. So if this is one of the losses, let me just turn on the scoreboard. So here it's going to be a strong side performance from Azumi and a strong mid lane performance. I'm going to have a little bit more of a rough game, and so is our bot lane. We learned that Senatom Kench doesn't really do well into Vayne Camille because being able to here I am going to die level 1 while checking my blue because I was just warding prepping for invade, but my team apparently didn't want to drop a ward or anything on my buff, so they didn't see that my team was invading. Because normally uh, I path through towards that bush, and I drop something here. My mid laner comes late. We almost end up getting some stuff, but I think it go ends up going badly for us. Um, so we'll have to see. We if we end up surrendering this game, but there's some close things that we can learn about what we did wrong here. Here, I should have obviously communicated that I wanted a ward, but I feel like my team should have um, should have originally just put something. And I think here we're trying to contest the start of the blue buff to push them off at least. The Camille started with E, so I think they have the stun or whatever. Here I'm coming. My Senna goes in a little early, which forces the ghost and the heal from we end up chase we chase him up. My Cassiopeia joins, which I'm not too sure why. We don't get any kills, but we burn the Udyr ghost, burn the Vayne ghost, um, and I go back to doing my jungle clear. So at least I'm getting stuff done, which is great for us. The Alawi is going to be winning her lane. The kill you see on Aurelia is not representative of the lane state. I died. We're going in the bush and Aurelia last hit me. But here you're going to see in the bot lane that they're going to be zoning our lane off pretty hard. And even though we're going to show some comeback behavior, my bot lane is going to be like fucking 1 in 12. By like the end of this game or something. It's like it's a crazy bad game for us. But here we showcase one of the strong points in our team is when Azumi plays with agency. When Azumi has agency, they do something. They were a little mad that we ended up surrendering, but like we had taken like 3.5 back-to-back team fights that went like horribly wrong, and a few key misplays by my boy Antoine himself. It's okay, it happens. Um, but here are some matchups where it just doesn't matter if you have like a good early laning, infinite scalers. And this is when we ended up adapting our draft strategy. Our second loss will also see us change the way we are adapting our draft strategy. But so far, you can see bot lane is struggling a bit, down double the CS. No one's dead yet. Azumi is applying a fuck ton of pressure. The Aurelia is losing a lot of CS. Doesn't have much life, but Zumi doesn't have much mana. Here I am doing my red side. Udyr's probably, I think Udyr's probably gonna look to take the Gromp or whatever. Zumi accidentally takes 2 turret shots here, which is really bad. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Sometimes you're mismanaging arrow, tower aggro. I think here the Udyr is taking scuttle, and then he's going to look to continue just farming. I had a bit of a late start. Well, we both did. But because Gragas' clear isn't as amazing as, fucking Udyr, it's a little harder to get the CS rolling. Here, bot lane gets caught by the Chemi E. Great damage. The Shroud comes out, the Ignite comes down, and Sylvain has no summoners. She's about to get her Ghost back, but here they make a critical mistake. I think. Oh yeah, they make the mistake by pushing the yeah by pushing the Tahm Kench away. Cassiopeia starts shitting on the Acel. because, well, given that Asol is doing Asol things, um, when you're standing still and firing, you kind of just get pooped on by someone like Cassiopeia because they just end up doing a lot of stuff. They ping that my mid laner doesn't have flash anymore, but I mean, uh, when you're a scaler like Asol, the biggest thing that matters is getting stacks, because once you get enough stacks, you're dealing so much true damage to the point where it's just you don't care if your opponent's tanky or whatever. Here I end up taking, I think I end up taking triple grubs. I think they're pinging because I think they see me on vision. I think they don't see me on vision anymore, but they know that I've taken them. So here, I had a pretty late start. I think I shouldn't have rushed Rod of Ages. I think I should have just gone full tank instead. Maybe full tank would have been better. That's an adaptation I have to learn to make when I want to play AP jungles, because when I'm playing AP jungles half the time, I'm here you go. So here's an example of why the Cassiopeia is so good into the Asol. It's not a bad matchup for us, but we adopted our banning strategy to start. Because normally we before this game we would ban. I think we would ban Fizz, Fizz Poppy, Fizz Poppy Rumble, Fizz Poppy Rumble Brand, and when we're on blue side, when we're on red side, we ban Maokai. We changed that draft strategy to end up including Kale. See the game 2 loss. I think the game 6 or game 7 loss. 7 or 8 loss, whatever. The last game we played, the before last game we played, ended in a loss. And so me and the team started talking, and we realized that champions like Kale are just kind of broken. Infinite scalers are just annoying because it doesn't matter how much gold you're ahead or whatever. True damage is true damage, and at the end of the day, just getting executed because you didn't dodge a skill shot 35 minutes into the game when you're full tank and you just get one shot for no reason, it kind of fucking sucks. Here we are, we're taking dragon, we have pressure. Azumi hadn't used her TP yet. See, this shows that Azumi had so much pressure. I really don't know what that Abyssal Voyage was. But then again, it's a bit of a kerfuffle. We end up taking the Fang. I think here we kill the Udyr, but we get hit by the this guy's Descent. Yeah, I do my best to block the true damage from the Asol. Get the double kill. So early game, we're gonna be looking pretty good. But as the Vayne starts to get items, the Aurelia is a non-factor the entire game. So just pay attention to Vayne, Camille, and Asol. Truly, 3 of the more degenerate champions you can pick in a League of Legends scenario. And honestly, we don't need to ban Camille because Camille is dealable with, but Camille's support is just really, it's also, this guy's kind of boosted. He's Emerald playing in silver to gold lobby. So yeah, I don't understand the matchmaking or whatever. People just play with their friends that are much higher elo. This Camille ends up making some really great plays, but this game also shows kind of the bullshit that is champions that just randomly have true damage that don't deserve any true damage. At this point, if Asol can do 100 million true damage, and Twitch's passive can apply true damage, why can Cassiopeia not have true damage, say on a W? You take true damage every time every second that you're stuck in the W or whatever, or something. I don't know. I feel like that could be more affordable. Anyways, here the Asol comes with the Aurelia. Izumi is huge, but sadly, yeah, here I end up coming. I think I come to the rescue. I don't know if Izumi dies from this. I kill the... Yeah, okay. I end up saving Izumi here, but I think no, I end up making a really clutch play to interrupt the E. Here my bot lane is just getting turbo shit on. I end up saving Izumi. And so this I'm 5-1. Okay, I end the game 8-5-8. Okay, like so my lead clearly went nowhere. But here, the Aurelia already burned her TP. She's down 40-50 CS. My bot lane's kind of inting hard though. But I mean that's something we gotta learn. Yeah, the Udyr steals a grub from me because I wasn't paying attention. I was busy scrolling my bot lane, asking them what the fuck was going on. And I mean, as much as Nasa has a clutch ass play here, I think he ends up dying in a second. I don't know. I forgot. But anyways, this is lost, so we gotta take it more critically than our W's. So here you go. Look, a perfect example of why Casio is amazing. If he's on the grounded terrain, he cannot W, so he can't get away. So like he's just sitting there queuing, and because he has to face you to attack you, you get an instant petrifying gaze for free. Zumi already has the Sundered Sky, but the Aesol here has the Rod of Ages, and note that while my Casio is ahead in gold, this Aesol has a lot of stacks. And because Aesol has a lot of stacks, you'll see that this Aesol is going to start turning the game around just because the amount of true damage this motherfucker can do. I should have committed either full tank or like full AP. I think that would have been better. I personally think full AP would have been better because then I would have had the damage to when I'm CCing the Aesol to get stuff done. Here there was no flash to waste. I'm 5-1-1. Here I wanted to get a recall in, but Aesol E kind of OP. So here you can see Cassio's ahead by a bit because she can't build boots, right? So she's always going to econ almost 1,000 gold from not having to build boots. So that's what you'll have to consider. Here I have my Rod of Ages, and honestly, I should have just gotten a Cosmic Drive. I should have gotten a Cosmic Drive or a Crypt Bloom. Here, I feel it would have made so much more sense had I committed to the bit of going AP. Because when you commit to going AP, like sure, my heal isn't as important, but what's really important is because I have like I think I end up wanting Malignance, which yeah, I'm a little confused because I think I end up building the Malignance, but I don't end up going full AP here. They lane swap thinking it would change anything, but it doesn't. Antoine's going to shit all over this Aurelia because they're dog shit. So we really have to pay attention to their bot lane and their Aesol. Because well, you know, when Aesol gets fed, Aesol gets fed. Here my bot lane took a bad trade. Went pretty low, but they're pretty low. All flashes are gone. Senna has no sums again. Biggest problem here is my AD carries are struggling a bit to farm. I think NASA is also going to make some questionable devours, which is probably going to come in clutch to us losing the game. Here, like normally, you see this and you're like, you're up 4K. How do you throw? Right, and you're going to see a bunch of fights that we weren't supposed to take that we took. I think Azumi dies here. Oh, never mind. I think Azumi's going to die when the Aesol shows up, and that's when the Aesol ends up turning around his score somewhere, and then ends up having like okay, so the Senna snipes. Here we get in the Kerfuffle bot lane. I do my best to save NASA, save my Tahm Kench. What is this? So here, there you go. Antoine's invading the Udyr because the Udyr, well, I mean, he went AP, so like he's not doing anything here. We got a beautiful explosive cast combo, and here you see a bit of the power of the Cassiopeia. Yeah, so I'm going to only get one more kill this game. I honestly should have really just committed the AP bit, especially like with the Malignance, and I should have gone like the Shadow Flame and stuff. I make a big mistake of throwing the game. And you can tell like there's a lot of bars on the screen, so there's gonna be a lot of fights. And Aesol is gonna start doing stuff soon. I think after this death is when he starts to shape up. I think after this death is when he starts to shape up, and you can honestly tell that because there's a lot of blue lines that are gonna start coming. So he's gonna start getting a lot of assists and a decent amount of kills, which is gonna bring him back in the game. Vayne's a non-factor right now, but Camille, pay attention to this Camille damage. You're gonna notice that like with just Blood Song and like an item and a half, she does so much true damage out of nowhere for no reason. Azumi will shitstorm most of this game, but I feel I don't know what big mistake Azumi commits here. Ooh, okay. Let's see here. The bot lane gets a clean double, like an uncontested double. I think here is where is Azumi end up dying Aesol here? No, Azumi ends up getting a fresh. Oh, yeah. I think Azumi greeds here a bit. The Aesol is like going pretty low. Bot lane's going to get something. Okay, yeah. I think. I don't know when the throw is because we're 10,000 gold ahead. 10,000 gold ahead. But we started doing some really bad ARAMing. And it's really disappointing to see. But then again, you could either call this Team Heretics, Mad Lions Koi, Vitality, any number of European teams or any teams that just threw for fun. Here, the Senna makes the misplay of getting out the bush early. Antoine is still huge at this point of the game. But the Aesol, you see, he's not that far behind in CS. Irelia's a non-factor. Here, I miss the explosive cast. Oh, there you go. The Aesol starts his domination train here. He gets a shutdown on the Senna. Me missing the cast there is what leads to us almost losing that fight. So if I had not missed the cast, A, I would have interrupted Aesol W, and 2, we would have killed Udyr. So yeah, here I'm going Malignant into like some kind of tanky whatever. I don't know. My build's a mess this game. Like it was fucking dog shit. The next time I play Gragas, I played Gragas well, but I griefed. I 100% griefed this game because I had such a big lead on the Udyr, and then I end up doing nothing for the rest of the game. Here Antoine's going to realize that the look at the true damage. There you go. That's honestly we can honestly stop watching the video there. That's at the point where the Aesol is going to go ham because here he finishes his Rylai's. Even though Zumi's in their base, we're almost 12,000 gold up. I really don't understand how we throw this game. And I wish we hadn't because this was such a beautiful game. Here, I guess NASA miss. Oh, yeah. Here, that was the first throw. Not respecting the damage. Azumi not respecting the Aesol, giving the shutdown over. So that's 2,000 gold this guy has gotten in 2 kills. Now keep in mind, that's a lot. Because 2,000 gold is almost an item. So he went from being behind to now, I don't know if there's a toggle. I have to look and see if, yeah. See, he has 300 stacks, which is insane. We get Rift, but he has 300 stacks, so it doesn't really matter what we build. I'm not really fed. I end up being like a non-bow for the rest of this game. I end up dying 4 times. There you go. So the Aesol's not in the fight. Antoine's focusing the Vayne, who does no damage. Just gets taken out by Camille, who has an insane amount of true damage. That's another huge amount of money. Honestly, here NASA overextends. Don't know why NASA's overextending. We don't know what Duck is doing either. Here we're full on like Team Heretics. We're just throwing the game, taking some really bad fights. I think I scolded on yeah, okay, so Udyr's gonna chase down the Senna because he's got the smite plus the speed up plus the like it doesn't matter. Um which is crazy. Yeah, Antoine still doesn't have his third item. Fucking Aurelian Sol just finished his third item, so he's officially 3.5 items. So he's officially like stronger. Here Zumi takes a really bad trade, I believe. It just gets permakited, and then Asol just shows up and executes, and another shutdown. That's another 500 gold in the Asol's pocket. Yep, another 500 gold. So that's 3 kills. That's 3 in good kills. And see, now he gets the Rod of Ages level up. So he's officially up in XP. Here, I don't know what I was doing. I bought my Malignance, but I was then, I think, going and at this chain. My build was overall just, it was a mistake this game. I'll be honest. Here, I end up surviving because I've got the jukes for days. I really don't know why I have like such good juking skills. But here, look, the Asol's probably not gonna die again. Yeah, here the Cassio here dies because she just gets CC locked, and that's like how you out a Cassio. Just you CC lock her, she can't be doing damage. And she's not innately tanky. She has a lot of HP, but she doesn't build any resistances. And so yeah, we can put the rest of this replay on 2x because it's demoralizing having to watch us lose such a gold lead. We were 12 plus thousand gold ahead, and then in my bot lane, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They get caught. At this point in the game, the Vayne almost has 2 items. I mean, my set is up, but the Asol is huge. He's unstoppable at this point. Sure, Zumi is getting turret pressure. But our gold lead is fastly closing. So sure, all the money is on Asol and Camille. So if we manage to kill Asol, we could have probably like won. But I think I just griefed by like not just building heavy magic resistance or like honestly I should have built a Banshee spell because I think I get caught out at some point too with like the Asol stun, and it's just honestly it's a shame to watch. Cassio gets a shutdown on the Asol, which is great. Buys us a bit of money. So we're 3,000 gold up. I think here, I think I end up losing the Smite on Dragon. No. We end up getting the Chemtech Soul. Yeah, we got the Chemtech Soul, which is great for us. But here they start. They're gonna start claiming some objective bounties soon. So the gold's only 3k away. Honestly, we shouldn't have surrendered. We should have just tried to find a team fight where we're focusing the shit out of, I think I should have just told my Tom Kench to build a magic resist item, but he went hard Steel Sunfire. I should have probably gone Hollow Radiance instead. Just to have some magic resist, because it's not the AD, it's just the true damage. Here I get caught. Okay, so here I misplay, give another shutdown. The Asol is almost full build. Anton's pushing in their base. Asol backs, doesn't finish another item, but he's getting close. Here okay, so here Camille has Sundered Sky, Kempak Chainsword, and Bloodsong. And I think that's all she gets for this game. But like it's ridiculous how much fucking true damage this stupid champion does. I'm so glad Bloodsong's getting nerfed again. It's honestly ridiculous. Okay. So here the Asol has upgraded ult. Here I got caught again. Antoine, like there's just no focus on the Asol. Like absolutely zero focus on the important target. Sure, the Vayne has 2 items. Sure, the Camille has 2 items. But I think in this case, this is the perfect analysis of like how bad team fighting, like bad focus, leads to us losing a game. See, NASA now is right now just starting to build a magic resist item. Azumi built the Spirit Visage, but that's all Azumi has. So we kill the Aurelia, but like, bro, she's a non-factor in this game. Like she doesn't do anything pertinent to the solution. Here I am. I'm trying. Yeah, I put the curse on him, trying to hope the tenacity is gonna be enough. Here, Cassio gets an amazing ultimate, but does not fire on the Asol. So the Asol just gets almost an instant quadra kill. And yeah. Yep. Then I think that's close to where I think there's one more team fight where we throw and then I'm tilted, NASA's tilted. I think Antoine's tilted because of the lack of focus, but he was really tired that night or whatever. He had to take some medication, that's why he was late to practice. Here I think we get Elder, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Here I get caught again. Yeah, I get run down. Yeah. There you go. See, the ASL. There's no one's hitting the ASL. Like it just doesn't matter. And Arsena is nowhere in the team fight, so that's the end of the game. It's crazy. It's crazy how the lack of focus. This ASL was 0-6, guys. He was 0-6, ends up being 18-8. So you see how early game we had the focus, we had the everything, we're shitting on this guy, and then we just stopped. Like we just pretended like he wasn't in the game anymore, and we started throwing, and so that's why we lost that game, which was crazy because honestly we should not have lost that game. If it was up to me, we would have not lost that game. Had we listened to better comms, we were just not synced. So it's kind of crazy, but we were not synced like at all. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching that. Enjoy the backdrop. Normally I forgot to click stop the video, but yeah, that was an embarrassing loss, and it's going to stay embarrassing. But we have a few more games to watch. Mainly one defeat here, and another 2 victories. This game is spicy as all hell, so just be ready for that last game for this week's uploads.